Since the beginning of civilization, the world has been full of unknown things.
Wow, everyone, I can't believe I'm actually here.
The balance of mankind's peaceful life has been upset. However, no matter how advanced our technology, no matter
first day
how
on the
great
job.
our scientific breakthroughs, there will always be anomalies that
I've never even
cannot
heard of these guys before.
We don't know where they come from, or what their purpose is. These questions plague mankind and affect our daily lives. It's because of this that we founded the SCP Foundation, an organization dedicated to containing anomalous items, individuals, and phenomena. The SCP Foundation is committed to maintaining the normalcy of the world so that people may live free of fear. While ordinary people live in the sunlight, we must fight anomalies in the shadows. We must prevent them from being exposed to the public so that people may live in a rational and ordinary world. We secure, we contain, we protect.
Wow. The facility is massive. How many anomalies do they have here? What did they say my job was going to be? Like an archivist? I don't even know what the heck I'm going to be doing. Oh. Well, I'm sure I'll learn here soon enough, won't I? Well, I think we're on the floor we're supposed to be on. The mission statement. Operating clandestine and worldwide, the Foundation operates beyond jurisdiction, empowered and entrusted by every major national government with the task of containing anomalous objects, entities, and phenomena. These anomalies pose a significant threat to global security by threatening either physical or psychological harm. The Foundation operates to maintain normalcy so that the worldwide civilian population can live and go on their daily lives without fear, mistrust, or doubt in their personal beliefs, and to maintain human independence from extraterrestrial, extra-dimensional, and other extra-normal influence. The SCP Foundation. Secure. The Foundation secures anomalies with the goal of preventing them from falling into the hands of civilian or rival agencies through extensive observation and surveillance, and by acting to intercept such anomalies at the earliest opportunity. Man. Yep, I'm right. I'm to be an archivist. We're in the archive center. Anything on the daily board here, it looks like? Looks like some warning and safety information, yeah? I'm sure we can catch up on this later. Thought I heard a door. No one's in the... I'm gonna be right back, huh? Okay. I guess I just take a card. Excuse me. Room 914, I guess. Well, there's a lot of records in there. All just haphazardly thrown in. Oof. Glad that's not my office. I mean, if these are locked doors, it's kind of like locked computers, right? You shouldn't leave your door open. More Friday 9 p.m. stuff. I'm not sure what that's about. Well, I guess we'll find out, huh? We got our place to be. Wait. I mean, I know I'm supposed to go here. Is there anything else down this way? Well, that looks like more of the same information on all the boards. They must really want us to know what it is. I guess we won't be able to get in there right now. Yeah, it's a good thing. Alright, we'll do our job. At least get into our room first. So there's plenty to learn on the first day, right? Okay. Well, we got access. Initiating the SCPIA system, huh? Yeah, that's my name. Date of birth, education, department. Yeah, all looks good. You'll have access to classified and top secret archives. Please confirm that you are aware of all confidentiality clauses and agree to swear by and strictly adhere to all SCP Foundation regulations and guidelines. I guess this is it, everybody. Once I agree, there's no turning back. Welcome to the SCP Foundation. Before starting your work, please allow us to introduce you to the software used in the archive department. Okay. Each day, your superior will assign tasks to the mission module. I don't see a mission module, but I assume that might be this here. When there is a new task, the button will blink red to remind you. Communication within the site relies primarily on the instant messaging system, where information is processed using level 2 encryption. Please pay attention to blinking red reminders and view them promptly. Okay. Training is an effective means of information sharing within the Foundation. New employees must first participate in new employee training before they may begin work. Alright. This page shows public information of all sites around the world. You can view the information at any time. This concludes the introduction. We wish you success in your work. I hope I'm successful too. Can't access files, training, mail, database, mailbox. Can't get any of that yet, huh? Gotta go with the red one. Friends. How'd the mission go again? Did the information gathering on SCP-1299 go smoothly? We're damn close this time. Luckily I know how to swim. Glad Chuck didn't send me there. I can't stand the feeling of being drenched. Oh my gosh. They're talking really quickly. I mean, I can read it really fast just out loud. It's not quite easily, so hope that y'all can read it. Morning everyone. Yeah, my name's Carl. And I did graduate with MIT with a double major in biology and philosophy. Excited to be here. Oh, wow, thanks. Just me, or do I sense a hint of jealousy? I mean, MIT. Prestigious graduates, and then the Foundation throws them all into the archive department. Have you all conveniently forgotten about Jonathan? Who's Jonathan? Jonathan graduated from Harvard or Stanford or whatever. Anyway, specifics don't matter. They're all pretty much the same. You prestigious graduates are so full of it you think you can just beam through everywhere. With your glowing academic qualifications, you got it coming. The tragedy he went through was inevitable. How dangerous could dealing with paperwork possibly be? Jonathan lost his left hand because he breached protocol and touched SCP-247. He was given amnestics and sent back home 2 days ago. I really don't want to recall those details. I can't even eat medium rare steak anymore. Got reason to suspect he was a former SCP employee. I think he's still talking about Rick and Morty, or Rick. Hey, Stuart. No one wants to talk about those boring children's cartoons, alright? That was just an accident. Accident? Who cares? He was just a prestigious graduate with a higher consume rate than Class D personnel. In this year's annual report, I'm going to replace Archive Department with Relief Station. Rick and Morty is not a children's cartoon. Again, I think you scared Carl. Chuck Hour. If any of you are planning on getting some serious work done today, then please do me a favor and just shut the hell up. So long as you are here working in the Archives Department, I'm going to need you to focus on your work. Unlike those people in the Logistics Department spending their time gossiping all day. These archives contain missions not completed last time. Some places still need modifications. He's handing out files. I guess he's handing out daily work. Yeah, see, Stuart's got his, Gant had his. Got it. Well, and they're all archive department stuff too, so I mean, I don't know why. I mean, if they're archivists, then why is that a problem? Okay, that's all. The Class A archive must be handed in by the end of the day. What's my job, Director R? You didn't give me a job. In the archives department, we need to review, organize, catalog, and modify all existing containment archives, but no need to hurry, young man. You'll need to attend the new employee onboarding training first. Before you can begin working at the Foundation officially, the system will send you a meeting notice. Keep an eye on that, boss. Hey, Director Hour? I'm honored to be given the chance to work here at the Archives Department. I mean, SCP is pretty prestigious, isn't it? This place is not what you think. You must abandon your past self and start again from zero if you hope to learn to survive here. No one will take care of you. You must demonstrate your own ability. Understood. New employee onboarding training will be hosted by Dr. Ham this time. You will suffer, Carl. I suggest you prepare a paper bag for the vomit to come. He's just messing with you. Dr. Ham is one of the most knowledgeable containment specialists in the Foundation. Guys, you still have no idea what you will be doing, do you? Now move it. Remember, Carl. Stay sane and always in awe. Rule number 1, publishing any authorized abnormal, mimetic, medium, and public chatting group is prohibited. Beware of doing undue interventions when researching humanoid anomaly SCPs. We can't see rule number 2 because it's being blocked. We'll go with the system notice and go to our training. Looks like first class training, Raymond Ham. Our onboard training. I mean, I assume I've also got to join this one at some point. But that looks like when I reach a higher level, huh? Okay, it looks like it's loading the system now. Train's about to begin, okay. We're well underway. First day on the job. This is gonna be great.
Jason Carter is a death row inmate.
Maybe I stand corrected.
In exchange for clemency, he has agreed to work with the SCP Foundation for 30 days. Upon completion of his work, he will be a free man. Jason Carter is now D503.
So what are we... Am I watching something? I'm guessing I gotta be watching what happened to this D503 or D503 guy. Jason? Are all Class D personnel like death row inmates? I mean, I guess that would make sense when you're dealing with dangerous or potentially dangerous anomalies. Give them the opportunity to
D503 was given no clear
commit their
instruction
sins, maybe?
of the task to be completed. He must find them out for himself.
looks like he's picking out garbage. There's a petrol tank. Out in the middle of the desert. Wait, is this an SCP then? Or is there an SCP in the desert? physics in this desert don't work like they do in the real world, because that truck is just lifting off the ground. Almost like the gravity is reduced. So weird. Alright, looks like he's apparently reached his objective. At least he's had to pick up 100 kilograms of garbage. Looks like he's supposed to incinerate it, huh?
This was D503's first day of work.
Seems fairly standard.
SCP protocol mandates that D503 now
somebody who's
undergo
on
a psychological evaluation.
Death row. It's gotta be nice. It's gotta be simple work. He's getting fed and gets to sleep. Better than worry about being, killed. He's pretty cognizant, isn't he? Things seem to go okay for him. I mean, that's not the most polite way to handle it, to give them their food, but I suppose food is food. I mean, time wasted, I suppose. At least they still gave it to him instead of just closing the door.
D503 psychological data was collected.
I'm in no position, of course, to talk
You're
about the people
probably wondering,
and how they're handling
how
the
can
D
this
class
job
personnel.
earn freedom for a death row inmate?
Hey, Dr. Ham.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham from Site 83. Welcome to today's training conference.
Glad to be here.
Today, I'm going to share with you a little project I've been working on called SCP-7457. The desert you saw just now is SCP-7457.
Okay.
D503 is a volunteer who we invited to help us learn more about this desert. Prior to the Foundation's involvement with SCP-7457, 329 people went missing in this area. As a precaution,
329
we have
people.
introduced lockdown measures as we attempt to find the cause of these disappearances.
Makes sense.
As everyone here is new to the Foundation, it will be good for you to learn about SCP-7457. Let me explain how it works. Before we get started, are there any questions?
Dr. Ham, I'm Will Barton, 3rd Special Squad, Site 86.
Hello, Will.
Before I came here, I thought I had a basic understanding of the Foundation. I've heard of these anomalies, but only in terms of human anomalies. I had no idea that SCP-7457 was a desert. How do we begin to make sense of this?
That's a good question, Will. All the unexplained phenomena we are monitoring are being labeled anomalies. Human anomalies, regional anomalies, artifact anomalies, and various other phenomena beyond our control. The work of the Foundation is to isolate these anomalies and prevent the public from, shall we say, experiencing them?
I got
Okay.
a question, Dr. Ham.
Next question.
Wait, I had
Hello,
a question.
Dr. Ham.
Oh,
I'm Mark Harris,
this
a
isn't fair.
research intern from Site 27. In the video, we saw D503 picking up garbage in the desert. Why did it do that? And what does this have to do with anomalies?
Okay, Mark. What I can tell you now is that everything you see is part of SCP-7457. SCP anomalies can be a little difficult to understand at first. Just know that it, or they, have their own rules. Perhaps you'll understand what I mean once we finish watching the video.
Wait, I have a question.
Okay,
No,
let's move on.
No, I have a... Rude, Dr. Ham.
The
Be that
first
way.
week was fairly normal. However, there was an interesting occurrence on the 8th day.
I mean, for everybody else, what I want to know is, what does an archivist's role have to do with this? Can any of you hear me? Is my computer working? Oh, shit. Alright. Let's just watch the video then, shall we? He seems in a bit of a rush to get out of here, doesn't he? I mean, I guess if you're in a cell all day, to be outside in open space like that desert, that's gotta be nice, huh?
Let's have a look at what happened.
Oh, it's nighttime. I bet it's nice and cool out there. I wonder why he's gotta wear the suit out here. I mean, it's just a desert. Interesting. I wonder why he couldn't go that way. Seemed like he was just trying to go around the dune, but he couldn't go that way. Weird. No? There's been more garbage in the middle of the night. That's gotta kind of suck. I mean, it's like you probably woke up in the middle of the night, or maybe it's daytime. No, in reality, they didn't really share that part with us, I guess. Let's just watch more of the video on this day. Is it night? Is it daytime you all woke them up? I'm curious. Does the day, like, line up with our day? Oh wow, even a broken air conditioner. Not just simple garbage, but... Man, for the first day, this is some strange things we having to learn. Wow, what do you see? Black spindle. Thick black halos wound too tightly to see what's inside. Much heavier than it looks, and nobody knows why. It takes a lot of effort to carry, huh, poor guy? Kind of looked like, I mean, just speculating here, but it kind of looked like a body, didn't it? Looks like his job for the day is almost over.
D503 had completed
Interesting, Dr. Ham. So taking her cognitive test, huh? 3 pictures with triangle. Calculation results are equal to 5. System will settle at contract time. He doesn't get fed this time? Must have been like he was woken up in the middle of the night then. Not a mealtime.
That
Maybe,
night,
and I mean, I don't want to ask too many questions, but
D503's
perhaps the
psychological
Foundation,
data showed abnormal
maybe the
fluctuations.
Foundation didn't feed him deliberately.
Analysis tells us that D503 is dreaming. Unfortunately, though, we have no way of knowing what he dreamed of that night.
Huh. If you don't know what he dreamed of, what are we seeing then, Dr. Ham? Am I losing my mind right now? They said we didn't know, yet we're showing us stuff. Looks like we know. Dr. Ham, I have very questions
The
and
8th day
confused.
marked a significant turning point. The start of SCP-7457's impact on D503. Are there any questions before we go on?
Hello, Dr.
You ignored
Ham.
me earlier, so I'm just not even
Spencer
gonna
Jones
ask.
from the Special Operations Department of Site-21.
Hello, Spencer.
It's still unclear as to why D503 needs to pick up all of this trash. If you wanted to monitor his psychological response to SCP-7457, why not just leave him out in the desert? Why assign him these tasks when there are already psychological evaluations taking place?
Okay, our analysis has indicated that SCP-7457 produces a new cluster of trash every 8 minutes and 37 seconds. If waste collection is not done regularly, all that trash may soon flow into our world. It is worth noting, though, that the quantity of waste created here pales in comparison to the amount produced by humans. However, it still has the potential to become a significant problem in the future. By assigning these tasks to D503, we can monitor his reactions while also containing the trash. There is another reason, but we will get to that one later.
Is it not the case that the Foundation is exaggerating the importance of a minor issue before the issue is fully understood?
Okay, everyone. I must emphasize that behind us is the general public, who are wholly unaware of any of this. Being meticulous and maintaining a serious attitude is essential at the SCP Foundation. Any oversight or underestimation of the enemy may result in disaster.
Thank you, Dr. Ham. I understand.
Good. Let's move on. The effects of SCP-7457 on D503 became most obvious on day 15 of the test. Due to the conditions that day, we were only able to track his movements after recovering data from his radar. It was definitely a bad day, perhaps the worst, even for a death row inmate.
How bad could it get? Interesting. Did he not see those cables? Would he not have reported that?
D503 found a radar that perfectly resembled his own.
World War II type. There's a lot of abrasion on display as
However,
well as the handle and receivers
D503
working on it.
didn't seem to think much of it.
Yeah. You just told come here and collect any garbage that appears, and it's supposed to be garbage, right? I said it seems like gravity or something works differently here on this SCP. Another black spindle. Jeez, if garbage sits there and like appears every 8 minutes, 8.5 minutes-ish, you must have a lot of D-class personnel working on this. Yeah, Carl. I mean,
Persistent adverse
D503 isn't
physiological
Carl.
reactions proved to
And
be a
Jason
challenge
isn't,
for
but
D503.
I guess
He still
D503
managed
is
to complete his work on day 15.
more appropriate.
But then he encountered an incident. A sandstorm. D503 walked in the sandstorm for a long time, but he couldn't seem to find his way back.
That looks like it, right? I wonder if D503 found his way, because they said he couldn't find his way back, but I mean, that looks like where he came from, right? All these cables. What else could happen to the poor guy? Dr. Ham said just like the for death row inmate, this is worse than anything that could happen to him, even for death row inmate.
D503 managed to find a site just as he was beginning to grow weak with exhaustion. A site he was not familiar with.
Oh yeah, that don't look right. Do you think this was all generated by the SCP then? Is he getting a call? Lie. Is he being lied to? But I suppose they don't tell the D-class everything, right? Why would they tell the D-class everything? What was that? SCP.
Have you ever experienced a call from an unknown voice? Approximately 13 hours later, a visibly trembling D503 returned to Site 8. We immediately performed a psychological evaluation.
I think I'd be just as visibly shaken too.
Major fluctuations can now be observed in D503's physiological data. The results of the psychological evaluation were so troubling, we had to abort the mission. D503 was able to break away from the Foundation's control.
Oh, this poor D-Class. That can't be good for him.
He has seen the test results of other Level D personnel who were analyzed at SCP-7457. That's right. None of the Level D personnel at SCP-7457 have ever been able to leave this desert.
So he just drives off in the middle of the desert for no reason? I mean, my question is, if they're incinerating the garbage, is that like feeding the SCP?
D503 heard the call. Humans often believe that their fate is in their own hands, that all choices come from their own free will. They don't realize that we humans form only a small part of this world. Out there, in the unknown world, we are as insignificant as a grain of sand in this vast desert.
I couldn't agree more, Dr. Ham. If humans could even contemplate how insignificant we are or our place in the universe, we might lose our sanity. What happened to D503? I'm so confused. SCP-7457 is the desert, yet as we were coming down that elevator, I remember seeing this toll booth, or not toll booth, but phone booth, specifically, in another cell. Are they the same? Separate entities? Anomalies?
This is where D503's instincts led him.
I'm just an archivist, though. I don't get to ask questions like this, I guess. Dr. Ham wouldn't let me even ask a question or speak earlier. So frustrating, but I'm new. It's my first day. I need to ride this out, right? We'll learn as time goes on, I'm sure. It's like a vicious cycle.
Days later, experiment participant D722 found the radar that had belonged to D503. The radar was 31 miles away from the waste treatment facility. All the data we have came from this radar. People entering SCP-7457 will suffer varying degrees of psychological stress within an acute period. It manifests as a range of neurological and mental disorders, as well as severe and unexplained hallucinations. So far, not one participant has left the desert unscathed. The Foundation has tested 31 Level D personnel in an area spanning 2,267 square miles. Our testing continues. When you work for the Foundation, you will face various anomalies. Some can kill you, some may drive you crazy, and some will make you feel that living is worse than death. Let this be very clear. SCP-7457 is just a taste of what you will face in the future. Before joining the Foundation, you were all leaders in your respective fields and industries. Researchers, special forces, FBI agents, national security experts. Well, SCP does not care how smart you are.
I just got out of
how
college.
accomplished you are. It doesn't matter to
That
them
makes
how
me
many
feel a little
doctorates and
small.
titles you have. You are no different from helpless ants when confronted with these anomalies.
I had just been working on my
Remember
dissertation when I
this.
was approached.
It is the most important advice you will
I don't really
receive.
think I was a
Do not take
specialist
risks.
in any field
You
per se.
will die. You are not as special as you think you are. If you encounter an anomaly, put your pride and curiosity aside. Run,
You got it,
because
Dr.
that's the
Ham.
only thing you can do. God won't protect you here. Welcome to the Foundation, rookies. I'm Dr. Raymond Ham, and this ends the first class of our employee induction program.
Effective. Very effective. So many questions. None answered. Please add your comments. Okay, let's see here. Course was arranged appropriately. I suppose I didn't know what to expect. The lecturer was qualified. Yes, I suppose. The connection was smooth. That's arguable. I think there was some distortion. Notice that the meeting was punctual. Yes, I mean, it was almost instantaneous. It just popped up. I only saw a Boy Scout instructor scaring a rookie. No. Good. It helped me realize that if I don't strictly abide by the rules, I could be injected with amnestics and sent home like Jonathan. Yeah, I suppose. Just like we heard. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Hiya, Carl. Hi, how you doing, Zoe? I feel a little uncomfortable. Anyone got an aspirin? I could use a few. No, I think uncomfortable is probably more about right. Hey, buddy, don't throw up on the floor. Stop messing with him, Stuart. Carl, that was only the beginning. You gotta learn to get used to it. Live with it. Alright, I got it. And what, Stuart? Everyone here wants to teach you something, Carl. Live with it. Come on, Stuart. Thank you, I feel much better. See, but they're all in the archive department with me. Well, archive department. Okay. In any case, you're welcome to join us, Carl. Big smiles from Stuart. Welcome to join you for what? Past hours been torture. I don't know how the others managed to hold on. I messed up during the training session. I jumped off a cliff, fell into the icy water, and choked hard. I don't know how I even recall any of this because I have no memory of ever visiting any cliffs or waterfalls, but it was all so real. I can even taste it in my mouth now, the foul taste of river water. But in any case, this is my first day at the Foundation. I gotta go to the cafeteria and get something to eat. Maybe that'll make my stomach feel better. Hey everyone, Doc Endgame here. Be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell, and like the video if you enjoyed it. Also, make sure to come check us out live every Friday at 6 p.m. Central Daylight Time on Twitch. We would love to see you there. Take care, be safe, and may you be blessed. See you all soon.